The 2026 World Cup is about to be the biggest, most confusing tournament in football history. 48 teams, 3 countries, 104 matches, and a brand new format that almost nobody fully understands yet. Here's the thing nobody tells you. Even die-hard fans are getting it wrong. So, in the next few minutes, I'm going to explain exactly how this whole thing works and why one tiny rule change is going to cause absolute chaos. Stick around, because the part at the end genuinely makes no sense the first time you hear it. Let's start with the basics. For decades, the World Cup had 32 teams. Clean, simple, 8 groups of 4. In 2026, that's gone. Now there are 48 teams. That's 16 more countries crashing the party. Why? Money, mostly. More teams means more games, more fans, more everything. But it also means the old format completely breaks. You can't just add teams and hope for the best. So they redesigned the entire tournament. And that's where it gets interesting. First weird thing, there isn't one host country. There are three. The United States, Canada, and Mexico are splitting it. This has basically never happened at this scale. 16 cities, 3 nations, players flying across an entire continent between matches. In theory, it's a celebration of North American football. In practice, some teams are going to be very, very tired. Now, the format 48 teams get split into 12 groups. Each group has 4 teams. Each team plays the other 3 once. Standard stuff so far. You win, you get 3 points. Draw, 1 point. Lose, nothing. After 3 games, each group has a ranking. And here's where the new math kicks in. In the old World Cup, the top 2 from each group moved on. Simple. In 2026, the top 2 from each group still advance. That's 24 teams, but 24 doesn't fit neatly into a knockout bracket. So they needed 8 more. And this is the rule that breaks everyone's brain. They take the 8 best third place teams. Read that again. Teams that finish third in their group can still make it through. Not all of them, just the best 8 ranked across every single group. So you could lose games, finish third, and still advance. Meanwhile, another team could finish third with almost the same record and go home. It depends entirely on how everyone else did. This sounds simple. It isn't. It's a giant leaderboard running in the background while you're just trying to enjoy a match. Once you've got your 32 teams, the tournament finally turns into the World Cup you recognize. Win or go home. Round of 32, then 16, then the quarters, the semis, and the final. No more second chances. One bad day, and your dream is over. That part hasn't changed. It's still brutal. It's still beautiful. So, why does all this cause chaos? Because that third place rule changes how teams play. Coaches now have to calculate not just their own result, but everyone else's. A draw might be enough, or it might not be, and you won't even know until the other groups finish. Imagine celebrating a tie, then finding out 3 days later that you're eliminated. That's the 2026 World Cup. More teams, more games, and a whole lot more confusion. Remember when I said one tiny rule would cause absolute chaos? That's it. The best third place rule. It turns a simple group stage into a continent wide guessing game. So here's the one thing to remember: in 2026, finishing third doesn't always mean you're out, and finishing third doesn't always mean you're in. It depends on everyone but you, which makes me wonder, is a 48 team World Cup actually better, or did football just make itself way too complicated? If this finally made the format click, subscribe. We break down confusing sports stuff like this every week.